He said he wanted to see Bradley Martin, so I promised him that we would get him on Bradley Martin.
I just came here to see Bradley Cooper.
Yeah,
Bradley Cooper's not here. He's not here.
He's my hero.
Is he? From American Sniper or what?
Well, in that form, yeah, he did Chris Kyle.
Yeah,
that was pretty bad.
Yeah, that was dope.
Yeah, it's hero time.
That was dope. So, what drives your content? Like, how do you decide what to make? Because your shit looks, it's like all over the place.
Do you get decent audio on this podcast with that filter running?
Yeah, you don't even hear that shit. You can also turn it off if you want. Press
we've been running this whole time?
We turn that filter. It's just fucking with my head.
The smoke's better than the...
This calms me down.
Yeah, no, I know. Nicotine's good.
Nicotine's good for you. Nicotine's a nootropic, and it also kills nanomachines that are inside your body.
Nicotine is good. There's just other cigarettes that probably aren't like the
I
best.
just know that getting them Zins all the way, jack your blood pressure super up and like make you fucking psycho and I don't know, make you lock up. And I think there's a lot of untested science on what you guys are saying.
I also heard that they
I don't think you can convince me that smoking cigarettes is great for you.
No, I'm not saying cigarettes are great for you.
Oh, okay. And also nicotine. I'm saying that. All right, if you're gonna perform at a peak level, any kind of smoke going in your lungs is gonna damage that. There's science on it. There's you look like a man that's into science.
Yes, sir.
So,
I'm not talking about
nicotine. The jury isn't out. I guess the
jury's out on nicotine.
Anecdotal evidence.
No, the jury.
For me, my purpose, like when I put those Zins, I put so many that I would be like, and it really hurt my quality of life.
You shouldn't put that many.
It was so hard to get off of it that it was amazing. Like I was like, God. I was like, I was at 7-Eleven suddenly without thinking about it. I'm here. I got so angry that I quit.
Okay.
Cold turkey. But, you can do all the nicotine.
I respect that. The jury is out on nicotine. Smoking, you're 100% right. Any sort of like inhalant is not good for the lung like that. It's not going to be good for you.
Carcinogen.
It's not good.
I like secondhand.
Meanwhile, this guy.
But cool, man. Puff away. Don't call me MMA coach, though.
Isn't it crazy? There was one time like you just could rip cigarettes on airplanes.
I know.
And everyone had to deal with it.
Yeah, it's called civilization.
What happened, huh?
We're moving away from that.
What happened?
Currently. You know what happened.
No, stop.
You were telling me outside about your 14 this and your 88 that. And how you like all this.
I wasn't saying none of that.
You like these shapes.
Shapes?
Yeah, you were drawing this thing outside. You said, "Look, I'm drawing a window."
I drew a window?
Yeah.
Where?
You drew like this weird looking window thing, and then you didn't complete it.
This guy's living in fantasy land.
This guy.
You're drawing these
you're making
neo-Nazi symbols out in the dirt. Okay. These Mexican.
You know what's so funny about
this? The poor army of Mexican laborers fixing up your dope mansion. You go outside, you're drawing swastikas in the dirt.
So
that's what you hired this guy for?
No, he's making shit up. The funny thing about this is, before he comes on the pod, he goes, "Don't worry, I'm not going to troll you."
Does this thing? Do you think I'm trolling you right now?
You're trolling me, Rick.
I'm trying to be silly so your show's funny. I'm not trolling you, bro.
But that never happened.
What are you talking about?
That never. That's a troll. That's the definition of a troll.
What are you talking about right now?
You're telling a fake story. It wasn't real.
Fuck.
Mother.
Yeah, no, that didn't happen.
Didn't happen. Yeah. So how did you guys meet? How did you guys meet, for real? Like, where's this?
Oh, man. Look, I answered an ad a long time ago when I needed the money. And
it was one of those ads.
Yeah, but now I didn't really need the money, but I'm here. So you want to do a podcast?
You don't know who Mayhem Miller is?
I've heard the name. I didn't know.
Well, I was once a legendary prize fighter, but now I'm a coach, mixed martial arts, and the like, and do commentary. So here I am.
He's one of the most fun, interesting, legendary fighters ever. He fought in Pride. He's just great. He's a great fighter.
Why'd you look like you didn't fight in Pride?
This guy is a weird, way to advertise Mayhem, because most people know me from my MTV show, Fully Beat Down. It was a fantastic show that introduced mixed martial arts to an entire new generation of kids.
What was
and now those kids are grown up and champions. So I'm very proud to be a part of American culture.
What was your biggest fight?
Well, I defeated Robbie Lawler one time in Sold Out Arena. That was maybe the biggest. I also defeated Tim Kennedy in Dallas, mostly sold out, but a lot of comps because Mark Cuban was doing the show. Yeah. Defeated him in Dallas, Texas.
Beat Tim Kennedy?
Yes. And then another time, defeated Kazushi Sakuraba, the Gracie.
Oh, shit.
who was never tapped out until he met Mayhem.
Did you actually fight in Pride too, or is he just trolling?
It's troll.
You didn't fight in Pride? It was just the
I had a
soccer
Pride
outfit?
contract. Yeah.
You had a contract?
Yes.
Okay.
But you didn't fight in Pride.
Yeah. Like a misnomer. A lot of people get that. What happened was UFC bought Pride,
Yeah.
and we just moved to Dream.
All right, so you
So
fought.
they just got the contract. They just got the old tape library, but all the fighters moved to Dream.
Okay, so essentially you fought in the UFC.
Yeah. I fought
Okay.
UFC. I fought in the big back in the day was called Super Brawl. It was a crazy like freak show fights. I fought a 400-pound man.
Oh, so you
defeated
did
him in a
those
minute
fights?
45. Yeah, I fought even in the days where we could headbutt, but I never did that because that technique.
What
is,
about kneeing when they were down?
Yep.
Oh shit.
Yeah, knee the guy's face. Yeah,
Vicious.
on the ground. Kick. Soccer
kicks?
kick.
Oh my god.
Been on the receiving and giving end to that.
Yeah.
It's a very
Well, you fought a 400
different
pound
game.
dude.
I did. Yeah.
How'd that go?
Great. I top him out in a minute 40. You know, I thought about kickboxing with him, but when I gave him a good push kick that normally would crumble a man, he just walked through it. So I was like, well, the size is on it. And in the weigh-in, he didn't seem like, you know, he's wearing his clothes and whatever. But in the ring, like normally you stare the guy down at the beginning, but I had to like move my eyes up, and I was like, oh wow, this guy is an extra large man. But I just changed up the tactics. Okay, the kick, no, that's not gonna work. Shoot a single leg. Oh, that didn't work. Chain wrestle to get to his back, and oh no, he gave up the mount, and then head and arm made me a lot of money.
We have reports of an infiltrator. Watch
Kind
your
of arm
back.
triangle they call it. It's like a
Mayhem.
Robert choke.
Mayhem, which guy was that?
Stavon Gamlin, like 2006 maybe, 8. I don't remember. It was back when you could do some fights a little more, you know, out there, like more experimental. I think we're getting back to that now. The culture is
You
moving.
think they're gonna start doing those kind of fights again? No way.
I mean, I believe that it's a possibility. Yeah, with the proper direction and curation.
Imagine the UFC just like released a whole nother section. Of
Well,
UFC. It was
UFC
like
can't do it.
No, they
different.
wouldn't.
They're the establishment. Has to
that's
be different.
some backyard shit.
No, not backyard. It could be a professional. You could split the difference.
Yeah, I see.
I believe it's true. But what is your podcast normally about? I didn't mean to talk all
No,
about
no, you're
mixed
good.
martial
This is
arts.
we just talk shit, normal shit, just to get to know people really what they're doing. All right, guys, quick and rush for the podcast. If you guys have not already done this, one of the easiest ways to transfer money to your friends, family, whatever, fast, secure, Cash App. Go download the app right now. Use code Raw Talk when you download the app. And basically, if you send $5. I mean, essentially, this is like a money glitch. You send $5 to a friend, one friend. Not you can't just send $5 to like a bunch of friends. But one friend, you get $10 in return. So basically, like you get free $5, and your friend gets $5. But if you guys have never used Cash App, basically it's just a very easy way to transfer money, to send money around without like, you know, sometimes people don't have, you know, certain money transfer platforms, or banks are super cumbersome to like send money around and get money or wire. You get fees from banks and all these sort of other things that come with sending money. Cash App makes it really simple. You have money in the account. You send it, it's safe. There's no issues. There's not like you're not getting fees on random stuff. So if you guys have not done it, go check out Cash App, download the app, use code Raw Talk. You get free $10 when you send 5 to a friend within 14 days of using the code, basically. And maybe I will do a giveaway or something. Sometimes I do a little like gambling streams and I'll give away a little bit of money. And I normally use Cash App to send that money. So go download Cash App, use code Raw Talk, get some free money, and let's get back into this podcast. So what, like, you've been on a lot of like conspiracy shit lately, government shit.
Well, I mean, trying to avoid it, yeah.
Trying to avoid it?
I mean, I don't want to. It's hard once you start trying to pick this stuff apart because it's kind of opaque and difficult to suss out what's going on. I mean,
podcast, bro.
it's interesting, but it's hard to it's hard to suss out what
Not allowed
reality
in
is. You
Canada.
know?
Yeah.
What do you
So-
think about everything that's going on? You got any hot takes?
With what?
I mean, I'm trying to keep my head down and make money, to be honest
Well,
with you.
submit me and then
We
I'll
have,
argue about it later.
He's kind of like, we're doing a political show series type thing, that Sam
Okay,
Hyde
fine.
show. I did the Dear Elon video.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's fucking scary and confusing. Everything's like,
Yeah, but so if you're saying you're trying to keep your head down and make money, then how do you even talk about politics?
I don't know.
Because it's like,
Wait, no, as I understand it, Sam, you are a very political guy. Everybody warned me that you have a very political stance, I don't know. They like said don't hang out with you.
Who, they said that about him?
Everybody did. Yeah, they're like, oh no, I'm doing all that. I was like, oh shit, I gotta see who this guy is. That's pretty awesome. Obviously, you're saying something shocking and avant-garde that I don't know about because I didn't research it. But if you want to address that, that would be
it's
helpful
mostly
to
just
the
I
whole
don't
room.
think white people should go extinct.
I see where you're at.
What do you mean,
kinda
bro?
just
That's not our choice exactly. What do you want to do? You want to go Elon Musk some cum at every girl that you see? You got a breeding fetish? I'm asking seriously.
What's the
Yeah, I understand.
solution to white genocide?
What do you mean genocide, bro? People ebb and flow a million years. We're all the same shit. We just have a different skin tone, whatever.
I would disagree.
I mean, look, genes are expressed in a variety of ways, but you're not so different from the man sitting next to us. This racially ambiguous Indian, Mexican, who knows?
Filipino.
Looks so Asian.
Exactly.
Yeah. They're all
Yeah,
Asian.
Filipino.
All right. So you know what I'm saying? Like we don't even know what this guy is. So
That's
you know,
awesome.
Do you think that he doesn't have?
Yeah. I mean, all the time people tell me like, "Oh, yeah, you're racially ambiguous." I'm like, "Oh, that's
Yeah, that's
Well,
cool.
not with that you're racially ambiguous, but do you think that race doesn't matter and that everybody's the same?
Nah, I don't think that everyone's the same.
Sometimes, yeah, I see people thinking like, "Man, those people should not be together."
Yeah.
They should not be together.
Yeah, like I'll see like, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Let it rip.
I mean, shit. Like I'll see like a black guy with a white girl. I'm like, no.
Why?
But if I see like a white guy with a black chick, I'm like,
You know what? He likes the underdog story.
Yeah.
I get it. All right. Now, at first I thought you were racist. Now you're just like romantic. I get it.
Yeah.
Well, you're racist.
A little bit.
I mean, look, it's a natural
Yeah.
fake thing. People are racist. Like, you want to argue with that? Like, look, it kept you safe for a billion years, right? But the reality is, got to punch that out of our own head because I don't think that it benefits society or humanity as a whole to like think like this. They have to segregate each other. You know, let the chips fall where they may. I think.
And just breathe till everybody's the same color?
Yeah, fuck it. It's gonna happen eventually one day. If we have enough,
so
if we
I-
have
so I-
tubes like Futurama, we could just go to fucking Hong Kong. It's gonna be homogenized eventually.
Or we just turn into fucking robots.
So
Yeah,
I would,
or
so I
we
would
could
disagree, but that's all. That's all I disagree with.
Yeah, I get it. Now listen, you have your right to disagree. I don't think that people should cancel you for that or whatever they call it. these days.
People are trying to cancel you for
I
that?
think they should cancel me for that. It's a threat.
Oh, what are you trying to eradicate the other races? Because
No.
bro, you're sitting next to this guy. Don't you tour with this kid? Jesus Christ, the Filipinos don't deserve to live. We're taking out all the
Who said,
Filipinos.
who said Filipinos don't deserve to live? What do you?
Well, I thought that's what you said.
Why would you think that
Well,
I'm
because
saying
they
that?
lived on an island and they all had to hump in the island.
But what does
There
that
were
have to
some
do with
Spanish
anything?
guys
What does
and
that have to do with
Chinese.
anything that I said?
I
though?
think it's kind of beautiful, the Philippines. They have the best looking people. They're very friendly. They like to sing
You
karaoke.
can't lie. This is funny to me.
Nah, yeah.
Thanks, man.
No, I didn't know we were gonna delve.
You said something about karaoke?
Yeah, hell yeah, they get down.
Yeah, they
Get down. I bet
invented
this
that
guy
shit.
knows at least 2 songs.
Filipinos invented that shit.
Really?
Yeah,
they really?
Yeah, they did.
No,
That's
a
fine.
little
Yeah.
Filipino
And
guy.
they're really
Cody.
good at, yeah, that's why they sing so fucking good. And they, they're really good at pool too. I just started playing pool. I'm like, fuck, I'm kind of good at this shit.
Is Bruno Mars Filipino? Am I
Yeah.
wrong
I
with
think
that?
so.
Yeah.
He likes
on,
crystal
look at
meth.
him.
He's a
likes
great
crystal
singer.
meth, and
He likes
Filipinos
crystal
love that
meth?
shit. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Filipinos love that.
He's up to.
Why are
he's
you
up to
outing
something.
Bruno Mars?
My mom smokes crystal meth. She's Filipino.
Wait.
All right, well, now
How do you
just-
know he smokes crystal meth?
Oh, I just heard about it.
I mean, did
Oh,
you
okay.
see how he dances, bro?
Yeah.
Ice cold and that. That's a crystal meth
my
dance,
God.
dog.
I'm
I
singing
seen
too.
it.
I think it's for the pipe,
Oh my god.
Man, it's a pretty cool podcast.
So you've been divisive lately then.
There's a there's a concerted effort to make white people feel like they shouldn't exist, and I think some of what we do, not all of it. I don't like to be overtly political. I'd rather be funny than be overtly political.
Yeah.
But some of what we do is a pushback against that, and that's kind of where it ends. It's not like an anti-Philip. I'm definitely not anti-Filipino,
Oh, that's a shame.
Deathmatch.
but it's not really an anti.
I was hoping we were just gonna
an
lynch this guy
anti-anybody
right now.
sentiment.
I was
It's just
hoping
a
that this
pro-
was like the final
if you're
scene,
white,
the casino.
have some self-esteem type sentiment. If you're white, you should have self-esteem. Like you shouldn't think that your race should be obliterated off the face of the earth, which
But
is what a lot of
I
white
have great
people think.
self-esteem. I don't feel like they're trying to kill us or trying to get rid of us.
So your case is a little different. You believe that people are all the same and that race is only skin deep. It's just color.
It's not a skin deep. It's cultural. Yeah, of course, we're all different.
Yeah, but
I'm
you're-
saying
you're
we're not
wrong.
so
Bro,
far
you are
away
wrong.
where we have
Wrong.
to genocide people or something
You're-
weird.
you're wrong.
I don't know where I don't know. Your logic goes, okay, we gotta stop talking to the kids I coach that are black or something.
Who
Or
said
I can't,
that?
Or I cannot.
Who
date,
said
I
that?
can't date a girl of a different race.
I train at a black gym. Who said anything about
That's
that?
what I'm saying. So all right, fine. But what are you saying? You're just saying that.
That's what I'm trying to ask.
I don't feel bad about being white. I'm just saying I'm a white guy. I don't feel bad about being
You're
white.
saying an end result 50 years from now, something like that, where everybody's the same color, which means that white genetics, which are recessive.
won't.
Can I finish, bro?
Sure.
If you're interested, you don't have.
No,
if you're
come
not
on, come
interested,
on.
let's talk
Sorry,
about
man.
Pokemon.
Sorry, but
Yo, let's talk about video games or something. You know?
Nah, come on, white boy.
Are you interested?
Listen, I'm listening to you. Come on.
You're interrupting me.
Excuse me, I didn't know you were making this entire theorem. But go ahead. You're saying that.
It's not an entire theorem. It's just one point.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, man.
I want to hear it.
Right now.
If you don't want to, listen. I think that your logic's flawed, and I'll let you make your point. No problem.
Let's hear it.
I think your logic's flawed, but I don't feel the need to interrupt.
Fine.
It's not. It doesn't need to be an.
Excuse me. You're right.
You're falling behind.
It doesn't need to be an
Crimson.
antagonistic thing, bro.
But it is. It goes contrary to my entire worldview that, human beings are just all trying to get by. Like we're not, it's like you're going to gamify where, there's never going to be white people. Yeah, dude, you definitely will have, any kid you have is going to have a light skin hue, even if it's with a black girl. So there you go. You got your piece of the genetic pie. But why?
up the lead.
What are you angry about?
Why do you think I'm not angry?
Okay.
He doesn't seem angry.
No, you don't seem angry, but it seems like the logic is, oh no, white people are let's exist, but we will.
Well, let's hear it.
Yeah,
But why is this something that touches a nerve for you?
because I think that it's more important that ideas move forward throughout time. Like, not necessarily your team. All right, as a martial arts coach, I love that I do some moves, that my art, it show my art, and it lives on when I'm long gone, I'm dead. Yeah. So to me,
But why
not so
does-
much I gotta jizz on every girl that I see because, oh no, that's what I just have a different mentality.
But why
I didn't
is-
mean to not let you get
But
your
why
point.
why does it make you angry though that I have this mindset that's different from yours?
I'm not angry about it. I'm just vehemently opposed to this mindset. It seems divisive. And here in Los Angeles, we're going through a divisive time right now where it's like hating each other for, oh man, look at the melanin in his face. Or look at his mom is smoking crystal meth. I hate her.
She's cool.
Okay, cool. She does mean
I sell
karaoke.
to her.
No, let's hear this though. I want to
so-
hear your perspective.
I would disagree with you. To me, the idea is that people of different cultures and races, they are unique, and I believe that people that look like me and share my genetics, I believe they have a right to carry on their legacy, their lineage into the future. And I don't think that needs to be a hateful thing or a divisive type thing or something where it means that we're better than somebody else, anything like that. I just think that we have a right to exist. White people do.
Right. So in you saying that you're, or I'm assuming that you're making that point out of some sort of effort for that to not happen.
I think that's. I would like to contribute to it not happening.
Right. But so you're assuming your point is basically saying that there's another side, something or someone.
Oh yeah, there are many. I mean, so life is a competition for scarce resources, and there's different. There are different types of. There's different ways to wage warfare and to do invasion, and some of these ways are passive, like outbreeding people. It doesn't even require malicious intent from another group. If you have two distinct groups, I mean, you see this in nature all the time, where there's one that has either a K or an R type breeding strategy, whatever. They just people who breed more, people have higher fertility.
Yeah.
And those groups come up against each other, the group with higher fertility, if they're not like actively fighting, just wins out for the resources in that area, and the group that has lower fertility loses out. So it's it's partly a natural thing, and then there are also people who do this by design that want to see white people going by design, and so they're doing stuff to like manufacture this result.
Like moving out to Utah and having 8 wives, and then you get a bunch of Mormon kids. That's a good strategy.
But so where do you think that's coming from then? Like you said, obviously naturally that's a thing that happens naturally, and there's people with higher fertility rates in certain places in the world.
Yeah. So where do you think the manufactured part is coming from?
Yeah.
So there's an interesting thing that if you see this is just one example, but if you have a diverse workplace and you're a big corporation, one of the byproducts of having a diverse workplace of like multiracial people working for your company is that there's less group cohesion. People tend to ask for raises less, and people tend to want to unionize less, and they kind of just keep their heads down and mind their own business when there's no like how do you say it?
Homogeny?
No, homogeneity. Homogeneity.
Well,
in that
you have
group.
this Filipino guy right here. You know, for instance, if we were all on a mission and we had a karaoke machine, who the hell would run this thing? Mayhem's not doing it. I don't know how to fucking work that. You got it?
My white ass.
Hey, bud.
I got it.
I might be able to run
It's
it.
got to
too.
be Damien.
Yeah,
Look, you just disproved your theorem
good
right
with
there
electronics.
with the guy
Yeah,
that you
you
tore with.
also kind of look Filipino too.
Really?
But there's
Wow.
but like
Italian or something?
Yeah. Yeah, you nailed that.
corporations though, they want cheap labor, and they want labor that's not going to complain. Yeah. So that's like that's an easy first level thing for like who wants to bring Mexicans, Indians into this country. It's these companies that want like Mexican laborers or Indian H-1B tech people, so
Right.
that they can pay them nothing and keep them here as slaves.
And you think that's part of this?
That's one of the layers of this, like who's pulling the strings, why are they trying to get rid of
You damn dead right about that, Sam Hyde. This
white
strategy is employed in a lot of different businesses where you get, labor either unskilled, the guy, the normal, Mexican guy at the chicken plant, right? Or tech jobs, Indian guys. I know you're famous hiring Indian guys, huh?
Yeah, all the time.
And
I got mad.
he's a smart guy, this guy. He's
You have a bunch of
businessman.
Indian hires?
But listen, no, I saw this one time. No. Anyway. Wait, he's right. The HB, what is it?
H-1B.
Ooh. The visas, yeah.
These smart guys, hey, you better work in this code. And if you don't write this code, guess what? I'm going to pull your papers.
And they're
Guess
set-
what?
they're
You're back to
reliant.
India.
Yeah, they have.
Get back to,
They have to accept like shittier working conditions, or they go back to India.
I know
That
jobs
type of
could
shit.
be on American coders, but yeah, this is an interesting thing.
What do you think the point of it is, though? Like of the your overarching idea of like the white genocide in this.
I think that white people resist tyranny when they have racial cohesion, when they have like early Americans. I think there's a thread of like anti-government, anti-authoritarian, like pro-freedom of speech. I think white people tend to be the most outspoken for stuff like freedom of speech, and that's why they got to be one reason why they got to go.
Interesting. I mean, that's why America started, essentially.
Bunch of fired up white people. It's
Yeah, they
true.
were like, "Fuck these taxes and shit. We're out here."
Yep.
Yeah. So, how long have you been like? How long has this been a part of something that you think about or that you are interested in?
I mean, over 10 years. This is why our first show got canceled, is because I wouldn't shut my mouth about this type of stuff.
It got canceled on which platform?
Adult Swim.
Maybe there's something we're missing.
Oh, it was canceled from a network.
Yeah.
Unless the map was maybe just.
So you had a show and on other content you were talking about it, and then they canceled the show.
Yeah, we did this show. We had one sketch that was a music video called Jews Rock.
Yeah.
And the only lyrics were Jews Rock. And they saw this. They saw like we had at the time we had a subreddit which was it wasn't outwardly super racist, but it was just like a free speech, anything goes type subreddit where just people are talking.
Right.
What was the subreddit?
It was our $1 Million Extreme subreddit.
Okay.
And They told us if you shut your subreddit down, there's a chance we'll let you stay on the air. And I knew as soon as you start apologizing for anything, it just makes you, they want you more and more powerless, and they want you to like be a lapdog basically. So
Well, the contention was that it was anti-Semitic, because this is what I heard about you. That's the only thing I heard, was that this guy's anti-Semitic. So
that was part of it.
Are you, or are you not?
No, I am. Yeah.
Oh, you're anti-Jew.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So this is a bold statement.
Not
You're anti-Zionist.
Not in a way where I like see a Jewish person. I'm friends with like Harley, but I'm not like anti every Jewish person that I meet. But they're definitely in positions of power where they're exercising their power in a way that is definitely unfair and unjust. Yeah.
They worked their way up to that position, though. These guys, invented Hollywood. Right? They're clever, and
they did invent Hollywood.
I think Jewish people are smart. Like
they're clever.
But that's no reason to hate them. That's like player hating.
No, it's not. I'm not saying I hate them because they're good at Hollywood.
No, but what do you hate them for then?
Well, they're sort of at the upper echelon. They're at the upper echelon of academia, finance, politics. In this country.
So shouldn't white people earn that the way they did?
I mean, if you want to live in La La Land, sure, but if
but it's like a meritocracy.
They should be at the top. They should be at the top of those industries in Israel.
But you believe in meritocracy, I assume, right?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay. So then, but you think you're a comedian, so if you'd be funnier than everyone else, they'll book you everywhere else.
I am funnier than everyone else, and they don't book me anywhere. And I don't care because I don't believe in meritocracy.
Oh, hilarious.
That's not funny. I believe in power.
So you don't mind saying that you're anti-Semitic?
It doesn't make me feel good. I don't want to be. I'm not a hateful person. Like I don't want to see anybody suffer, and I'm not like a, but I'm not whatever. But look at what they're doing. What do you think?
About which part?
They're actually, dude. How much money do you make?
I make a good amount of money.
You make
a ton of money in taxes.
Bro, you seen the sweet ass house we're at?
Do you make like 10 million a year, more than that?
I mean, I don't really share it, but
Okay, so imagine. So you're paying. You're paying what, like five million in taxes?
I pay a lot of money.
So you know that money is going to fucking pay for genocide.
Is that tax deductible?
Is what tax deductible?
Genocide tax deductible. I mean, it is if you're if you're Boeing or Lockheed Martin or something. But like you and I are both paying for people to be genocided. Yeah, it's and listen, this is the thing. If somebody like punches you in the face, that's an immediate wrong against you that's tangible, and you know that this person means you harm, and they're not good, right? Like it's right there, it's happening, it's tangible. If I abstract away the immediacy of a fist in your face and like physical violence happening to you right now, and I make it, let's just say, I make it so that the currency that you trade, by the way, do you know what you trade for money? You trade your time, which is your life's blood. Right. So to some people, money's the root of all evil. Like, I understand that. Money's like gambling, cryptocurrency. There are parasitic ways to make money, but if you're a regular person, if you're working your ass off, if you have more than one job, if you have a family to feed, you're trading your time and your life's blood, your energy, what you've been given here on this earth, everything that you've been given, you're trading it for money so that you can use it to pay for rent, food, shelter, whatever, everything else, right?
Yeah.
And so if I make it so that you're
I can't tell if I'm being fucking trolled or not. I think
he's trolling me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
If I make it so that this thing that you trade your life's blood to vote for is worth half as much by printing more of it, by directly taxing you, twin grist mills of taxation and inflation, I'm stealing from you your life. I am vampirically stealing from you your life.
I understand.
Is that worse than a punch in the face?
I think it's the worst thing you can do.
Okay, so there we go.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to take that money and use it to like drop white phosphorus on people.
So I guess my only question I have to that is like, do you think that's just an Israel thing, or is that also our government?
No, it's certainly, I mean, our government and Israel are probably so intertwined that it would be like, it would be a Herculean effort to try to unlace them. But No, that's a tendency.
Because it's not just a Jewish thing.
No, for sure. It's people in positions of power who get there parasitically, and people who want power for power's sake. Which is, these people are all drug addicts. If you see who's the Zelensky? He's always on coke. But every world leader, people that aspire to that level of like you aspire to be a media person. Imagine if your aspirations were 100 times stronger than they are, and you need to be the most powerful person in the world. These are like fucking cokehead of cokeheads at the top level.
You think they're all just doing coke?
Yeah, they are.
Really?
No, because political power, it has the same effect on the brain that cocaine does. That's why they go together like that.
So they just constantly searching for that high.
I would just like to announce that I'm running for governor of California.
Nice.
Not gonna lie, I would love to do that.
What's that?
Governor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want a taste?
I just feel like, you know, because I always think about it, I'm like, could this dynamic actually change? But I feel like anyone gets to that point where they're in any sort of position of power, and then someone just maybe comes like, hey, what about this? You know, we can give you this if you keep doing that.
No, there's mechanisms in place to ensure that if you get to that level of power, you're not you're not really effective at doing anything other than.
So do you think the dynamic ever changes?
I think the dynamic, it's similar to this thing called Amara's law, which is it has to do with technology, and Amara's law is the idea that technology is overestimated in the short term and underestimated in the long term. So, for example, with AI comes out and everybody's like, "Oh my God, AI is changing everything." Turns out AI is not really changing everything; it's just like a better search engine. However, long term, people probably even the top tier people that are like thinking about AI all the time, they probably don't have a vision for what this technology is going to do to our civilization long term. So, like similarly with political change, I think that the change it probably comes less from immediate short-term action, the type of thing that people think you need to do political change, and it probably comes from like weird left field, unexpected asymmetrical things. Like Bitcoin, I think is a good example. Like Bitcoin, I think is going to sneak up and change a lot of shit.
Because it's not being as controlled.
Because with Bitcoin, you can't print more money.
Right. There's only so much of it.
Yeah, and the printing of the money is what's used to finance war and all these various.
Yeah, but what happens when the government just regulates Bitcoin? Somebody has to. It's gonna have to be a strange thing.
That's a threat. The regulatory capture of Bitcoin is a threat, and that's like a fight that people who are into Bitcoin are going to have to keep fighting.
Do you think that ever happens?
I think it's possible, but the reason that wouldn't happen is because the sort of rich insiders like BlackRock, they've built and are continuing to build their Bitcoin position, and once those types of people have it, they're not going to want to see it devalued. Which I think if you changed if you mandated some change to the base protocol layer of Bitcoin and somehow were able to enforce it, I think it would just be mayhem and everybody would dump it and move on to like Solana or not even care about cryptocurrency anymore. So it's a game theoretic thing that's like morphing over time, and it's hard to see what the future is, but I believe in it long term.
Yeah. I bought all my Haktua coin.
Oh, you did that?
Yeah. I can't wait till it appreciates.
Comes back. Yeah, I don't know.
Coming back in any day.
Yeah, I don't know. That might be an L.
You think so? You think I should sell now?
I mean,
I'm holding.
All right, I'm holding.
Yeah.
Diamond hands.
Yeah.
Diamond hand
Diamond hands.
hot tool coin. You guys
Fuck
are
yeah.
fucking crazy.
Yeah, man.
So do you have this conversation a lot? Do you find yourself having this conversation a lot? Not about crypto, but about this power dynamics in the U.S.
About race type. I mean, all this stuff. I like to avoid it, but it's like kind of hard to avoid when there's riots popping off 20 minutes away. So I understand.
Yeah. Do you plan to go visit any of the riots?
We
Or
were
any of
just
the
like
peaceful
probably
protests?
5-10 blocks away. We were in.
I just came from there, bro. It was awesome, man. We were throwing rocks, man. You know what I mean? It was
You were
good
throwing
time.
rocks?
Yeah, we killed the cop. It was awesome.
I found
what
a
is
Mexican
going on
flag.
here?
I was waving it. I was on top of the Waymo. Man, those Waymos burned them all.
Yeah, fuck those things, man. Set them up.
They're so
Light them up.
was good times.
No,
This
you-
kid,
Yo,
he was a
fuck
star,
Waymo.
bro. He was a
Like
star.
that, yeah, he was dancing. He was dancing
I was
on the
dancing
car.
and I took some cop's gun out of his
Bro,
holster.
he had a
Yeah.
skateboard, bro. They shot him 12 times, okay, with the rubber bullets. He walked it off. Look at him, like
Nah.
a boss.
Yeah, he's got the
Not even
Filipino
Mexican.
flag. It's like a Mexican flag. You see that
Yeah,
shit?
yeah. I don't know why they brought the Palestine flag out there. And I'm just
Fucking-
like,
Bro.
wrong flag, dude.
Yeah,
You
come on.
bring this to a Mexican event, and you're like, what the fuck?
A
is this?
Mexican event? Bro. Oh my God. What do you think about the riots?
I mean, it's they got those pallets of bricks. It's probably a manufactured thing. I don't
You
know.
think
though.
so?
No, they
haven't-
didn't have pallets. They chipped them off on the side of the. Look, I noticed that place before. I rolled by Alameda and thought of this because I just think crazy ideas all the time. I thought of it that, hey man, there's a lot of rocks on Alameda Street overpass. If like somebody jarred those loose, that could be a weapon.
We-
Instantly unfollow. Yeah, no more. Sorry.
Seriously. I'm all right.
Team deathmatch. MTC is live. Assume all contacts are hostile. Marking target location.
Heads down.
We're pulling ahead.
Get down, sniper.
Operator, establish his force streak. Enemy UAV inbound. Follow your score streak. We got the lead. Now hold it. This shit ain't working. We've lost the advantage. Marking target location.
Springmine spotted. Good to see you, fucko. I'll say this once. Do not fuck with me.
Nice. We're pulling ahead.
Where you going, mate? That's a kill.
Stop shooting me in the...
Enemy marksman down. Now's our chance. Feeding the fishes. Got us. Shit, sniper working. Enemy marksman down. Now's our chance.
Get down, sniper. Waypoint mark.
Hostile shooter.
Or I'm getting...
Get down, sniper.
Heads down. Sniper. Sharpshooter removed. Eyes on Semtex. Tossing impact.
Going hot.
Flashbang set. Shit, sniper working.
Finish line's in sight. Don't let up.
Marking location. Heads down. Sniper.
Perfect execution. The Pantheon's probably pissing
Hell of a
themselves
job,
right
crew.
now.
Someone pull us out so we can celebrate.
Really, I should have had a triple feed. I got more kills.
type shit.
But it wasn't.
Pussy.
Team deathmatch. Neutralize all threats. We're winning. Keep it that way. Hostiles reclaimed the lead. Enemy flashbang.
Wow, you old fucking camping bitch ass.
Hope you enjoyed it while it lasted. Enemy foot patrol!
Yeah, like that. Huh?
Flashbang out!
Are you kidding me?
Fancy seeing you here. Eyes on hostile long gun.
Bro, they're right there. You guys fucking missed me.